Whoever did this must have left tracks from the blind. And those blinds up there concentrate fire on a target. Makes it impossible to fight back. It's a cheat, and a wasteful one too. These must be the Snapmaw hunters. I'm here on behalf of the nearby village. Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough Snapmaw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
I don't follow.
I borrowed shards to buy seeds. The harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
None of us?
You didn't think it was just us two, did you? You already have one? Well, that's impressive. All right, then.
There, the heart you need. Now what about your promise?
A deal's a deal. And now I can pay off my debt. We won't be back.
Good. Keep it that way.
Aloy. Congratulations are in order. I wanted to make sure you could handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their thrush.
Wait. Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say to hunting machines, winning trophies, and unseating Assis?
I'm in. I'll meet you back at the lodge as soon as I'm able.
Look at those Nora rags. Might want to shop for some real clothes.
Come look at these wares.
Take a look. I'll give you a good price. See for yourself.
You defeated a stalker alone? Not many can claim that prize.
What exactly is Red Maw?
The meanest of all Thunderjaws. Some say the first. One swipe of its tail and 5 hunters go down. Its stomps can send boulders tumbling before it. More than a few have been crushed under their weight. And thus, many have died trying to defeat it.
If Red Maw is so deadly, why do hunters keep going after it?
Anyone who defeats this beast will surely be considered a champion. If that hunter is a hawk, he will become the Sun Hawk. I watched Tarkus try his luck. He jumped over each tail swipe, dodged every charge, evaded every shot from its gun. Stumbling under its feet, he ran out to fire at range, but it unleashed disc launchers. The first missed him, but not the second.
Who was Tarkus?
Tarkus, son light his passing, was a hawk, a respected hunter. He sponsored Talana many years ago.
If Talana was his thrush, why did he fight Red Maw without her?
I went to watch the battle. She should have received word he'd picked up its trail. Someone at the lodge failed to pass it on.
Someone. Like a cease. What are all the ranks of the lodge?
First, a fledgling is a fledgling. They're not ranked, nor are they members. Membership itself has 2 ranks, hawk or thrush. Thrushes are members sponsored by a hawk. They can't become a hawk until their sponsor leaves or passes away. Last, the hawk who brings in the trophy from the fiercest machine is the Sun Hawk. He serves as ceremonial leader of the lodge.
So now that Talana is a hawk, she could become Sunhawk.
Yes. If she defeats Red Maw before Assis can, then she will take his place.
I should head back out on the trail.
To the hunt.
At the center of every storm.
Talana, always a pleasure. I see you've brought your pet.
Greetings, Sunhawk. I hereby sponsor Aloy of the Nora for membership in the Hunter's Lodge.
No. Look at her. She's lowborn, a savage. This is beneath even you, Talana.
She has fulfilled the requirements. And Sun King Avad decreed the lodge should be open to all. Would you like to take it up with him?
The word of the Sun King is indeed law. Even though it will bring ruin to the lodge, so be it. Do you, Aloy of the Nora, pledge to act rightly and nobly when in service to the lodge all the days to follow?
I do.
Members of the lodge, even though Tarkus is barely cold, I present to you Aloy of the Nora. Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
Sponsoring an outlander. While you make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.
Can't wait to go home and go to bed. After a meal like that. Ooh, that is.
Osram have been mining for scrap up north. The old one sure left a lot behind. I'd like to get more. Feels like no one will have me.
This is a good day.
What's Redmaw?
Few have seen it. A thunderjaw marked by years of battle. Some say it still bears the marks of over a dozen hunters on its flank. How many it has trampled along the way, we may never know. When members go hunting and never return, we often blame Redmaw. But to me, it's more than legend. It's the only machine that will unseat Assis. My sponsor nearly had it, but he didn't make it.
I'm sorry.
Tarkus sponsored me out of loyalty to my family. He was my last link to them, besides the lodge itself. I have to unseat Assis.
I know why I hate Assis. Why do you?
My family has always boasted members in the lodge. My father and brother were both hawks. Assis let their sacrifice be forgotten.
What sacrifice?
They died in a massacre. They should be honored as hawks. Instead, Assis will not let anyone mention it.
How did your family come to be members of the lodge?
Karja noble houses have sent sons to the lodge for generations. Because they needed another place to lord over the commoners. I want to change that. The idea that someone is worthy or not by virtue of birth alone. Everyone thinks they have me pegged as soon as they hear Talana Khan Padish. I hate that.
I understand. My whole life I lived as an outcast from the Nora. They would have been the first to say I wasn't one of them. Yet as soon as I leave the sacred lands, everyone calls me Aloy of the Nora. It should be Aloy despite the Nora.
I didn't know. I'll remember that.
What happened in the massacre?
King Jiran's paranoia knew no bounds. He sent thousands of innocents to die in the Sun Ring. When the Hawks of the Lodge called for him to stop the slaughter, he threw them in the ring too. Yet when the machines attacked the condemned, more Hawks leapt into the ring to defend them. And my father and brother were among them.
I'm so sorry. What happened to the men in the Sun Ring?
They died fighting. If you wish to hear the story, Legan can tell it better. He saw it with his own eyes. I did not. The morning of the massacre, my father told me to meet him outside the city. He told me they were planning an escape. I waited for hours until a message came from my father. I had to leave the city. So I fled when I should.
He didn't want you to die.
Nor would he want their names. Now that you're a thrush, you should improve your reputation. Why do you hunt?
You want me to go
You're not just any thrush.
But what about Redmaw?
I will find him. And when I do, I expect you to be there.
Conjure thing here witnessed the spire cast a shadow on the base.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
And go back home. Check out these wares. Take a look at these wares.
Ah, you're back. Ah.
Till we meet, could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
That'll help. I can get out of this. looking good. These will keep. This is where it ends. Need them soon enough. hardy little... Okay, more sneaking.